we got Demi Lovato for you, Madison. So this is your time to ask Demi Lovato anything you want to ask her, because she went through what you're going through right now.
But no personal questions, Madison.
Yeah, no personal questions.
Keep it professional.
Right. Okay, so I guess...
Go easy on me.
So something that we've already discussed and I'm kind of going through is how did you learn how to balance staying true to yourself and the artist that you wanted to be, while at the same time appealing to the younger audience and appealing to, what people want to hear and like?
Oh, good question.
Golf clap.
Well, that's a good question. I see where you're coming from. Fortunately for me, the music that I like and the music that I want to play is pop music. I think a lot of people struggle with that when they're more of an indie artist, and they, and they want to play one music, but they know that pop music is going to sell, or this song is catchier. And for me, I love pop music. I love catchy music, and then I save the emotional songs and heavy stuff for the meat of the album. I always make sure that I'm never compromising who I am or what my music is for anybody else's liking. And so that's kind of something that I've always just had in my blood. I've always been who I'm trying not to curse on the radio, but
Demi Lovato, do not curse.
Yeah. I've never given a crap about what other people think.
There you go.
Well, Demi, what about your stage presence? Because I think that's something, Madison that's been the hardest thing for her, just playing her guitar, making the YouTube videos, and then, this is a huge part of it. And this is something, you're known for it, and you just work that stage. Do you have any advice for her of maybe what you think about before you go on that stage, or what you're thinking about when you're out on the stage to connect with the audience?
Yeah, well, when my first few years touring, I remember I would lock down my dressing room an hour beforehand. I would go into lockdown, warm up, focus, stretch, do whatever I needed to do to get ready for the show, and that really helped me for a while. And then I realized, I like to have fun before the show, so instead of that, I'll hang out with whoever's with me. I'll make sure that I warm up, whether it's with my background singers or it's by myself, and I do some exercises to get my blood pumping. But when it comes to stage presence and how to perform on stage, the trickiest thing is there's nothing that you can really do to just all of a sudden be a good performer. What you have to do is you have to go out there. You're going to be nervous your first time. It's totally okay. But if you're not, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
And you just got to go out there and do your best, and it just comes with experience. So when I perform on stage, I'm definitely more comfortable than I was even just 6 months ago. I get comfortable more and more as I perform.